Hi viewers, welcome to my channel SQ Research and Education. Today our new topic I brought for you another current affair which on the current affair and domestic issue you can call. Okay, because you know about the current situation Pakistan being faced. Okay, and I thought in should be discussed with you, but not I have the question relate to the current situation of Pakistan, but I have the economic challenges Pakistan being faced after the completion of the Pakistan. This is the question. So I have this is the question I have. We are the major economic challenges being faced by Pakistan, and what recommendation do you suggest to deal with this issue? You know, this if I'm talking about the competitive examination. Okay, often a question arises in the paper that what you have suggest to deal with this issue is something else. Okay, I had question. So the sometime often that they ask you to suggest what you suggest. Okay, something I heard the question. Okay, but this is the question Pakistan challenges being faced. Okay, so with the definition, there's almost a consensus that the major economic challenges facing Pakistan are rising poverty and unemployment, having external and domestic indebtedness, high fiscal deficit, and low investment. The four basic problems of an economy which arise from the central problem and the scarcity of resources are what to produce, how to produce, from whom to produce. This is the on the other hand you can say this question arises from initially start that what to produce, how to produce, from where to produce, what should have to produce the first thing. Okay, this is on the other hand question somehow arises in the mind. Okay, actually, after the completion in Pakistan, from inception, the Pakistan completion of the completion of Pakistan have been facing. Pakistan has been facing the different challenges. Included those are the unemployment. The currently situation also of Pakistan, the unemployment. Having internal and external fight or the parties, if I'm talking about the parties clash, okay, between the internal and external and the fiscal defects, and if I talking about the low investments, so FDI also Pakistan has a problem. The FDI, foreign direct investment, which stand for, and because the FDI is not allowed to investment on the Pakistan, building roads are bad because Pakistan has bad in Pakistan, because in rich in poor rich in natural resources, but the poor in management. So therefore it is exist. So and also those are under the problem Pakistan being faced. Okay, the next, the poor taxation system in Pakistan. Pakistan, since its inception, has been facing the problem of deficit collection of tax. Recently, the government has to borrow loans from internally and internationally. Further, due to lack of available resources, there is always a shortage in kitty for government to spend money on the welfare of its citizens. So the poor taxation, if I'm talking about the low, Pakistan uh, there's almost exhausted non-existent collect the taxation system in Pakistan. So, and if I'm talking about the GDP ratio is around the 11%, the text about. Okay, and it should be at least the 20%. Okay, with such a low collection of taxes, how could it be possible for an economy to stand on the firm footing? Okay, so next, widens gap between the import and export. The gap between the import and export is called the trade balance. Pakistan import for 2020-21 in between, that was the 19.74, increase from 2020. Okay, and the ratio of imports, okay, which is related to the GDP. Pakistan export for 2020, this is also the within 2020 and 2021, was 12.93. So which import these are the two main imbalance. Okay, the gap between export and import causes trade imbalance. Okay, not balance, because there's a difference between import and export ratio. Okay, So, similarly, poor access to domestic finance, excess business regulation, and a bad taxation system are other structural factors. The constant our export sector. And also I'm talking about the poor economy. Therefore, the rise of the poor economy in Pakistan because of the weak institution and the other lack of skilled labor, the NFDI, and so on. Low energy crisis, if I'm talking about. Therefore, the widens gap. Okay, so FDI foreign direct investment due to the poor law and order situation at, and the other political stability. Okay, foreign investment was not allowed in the field of banking, insurance, and commerce. Among the major impediments are urban violence, inconsistent economic policies, and government bureaucracy. FDI, is not allowed in the field of banking, insurance, and commerce because Pakistan economy is facing the challenge of low foreign direct investment, and keeping aside CPEC during the financial year 2018, a total foreign direct investment in Pakistan was just $3.3 billion. So obviously, low Pakistan also being faced this challenge, also the low foreign direct investment, the poor law, and because of the political stability also affect on the FDI. And if I'm talking about the factor affecting foreign direct investment, which those are should be increased in the Pakistan, wages rate, labor skill, tax rates, transport and infrastructure size of economy, potential for growth, political stability, and property rights, commodity and exchange rate. Okay. Okay, if I'm talking about the low energy crisis actually. Okay, here we talk about the low energy crisis in Pakistan, and the poor infrastructure in Pakistan. Okay, low energy crisis and the poor infrastructure in Pakistan. It should be here the low. I should have to write in the low aside energy. But okay, the prime issue with the energy sector lies in management, corruption, electricity theft, and transmission losses in the non-transparent supply chain. Installed capacity, if I'm talking about in the government, okay, in a government, there's 37,261 megawatts still capacity. Okay, capacity in in Pakistan in government, and demand of the masses to 28,672 megawatt. Okay, the government protection approximately 20,000, and you know that, and those are the what causes, which is you can say the low energy crisis. Okay, so this is the issue, and I will bring another video for to for another video which will be on the low energy crisis and the causes of why the low energy crisis in Pakistan being faced. Okay, and this is the measurement 2021 to 2022. And if I'm talking about, there were the massive shutdown of industrial unit owing to the energy crisis, thus the hampering our economic growth. Okay, comparatively, poor infrastructure situation of Pakistan by internal standard has a severe effect on the lives of the people. Obviously, the poor infrastructure badly has had impact on the masses, on the livelihood, and the so on. The electricity shortage, lack of proper water and sanitation provision, above all of the increase in population to an alarming level, is making our problem worse. So lack of skilled labor, if I'm talking about, obstructing the Pakistan economy growth. Okay, the shortage of skilled labor is a hunting Pakistan export sector, as well as this the services sector for an economy to be a skilled labor is it's, you should say, the imperative for Pakistan. Okay, but unfortunately, he is not the rate, skilled labor rate is just about the 58%. The problem is that the 58 masses are poorly term of skills, and how can our economy develop progress under such grim circumstances? You know what? Okay, so what recommendation do you suggest to deal with this issue? So at the end, I did obviously tell you that you should have to know about the recommendation. Do you have, what do you have? Okay, so these are the improving labor skills, political stability, property rights, make a budget, looks for way to earn extra cash, improving and better your taxation system. Okay, thank you. I will bring another informative education base. Okay, so till the next video, take care of yourself. Bye bye.